to Boys Gurus Boys Report. So, I'm doing this video a little bit differently. It's not like me to kind of get away from the team, so to speak. But in my last video, I mentioned one of my little beefs with Mr. Lombardi over at NFL Network, saying the Giants had a top 10 offense. And I just got my Football Outsiders. I took a look through there, and everybody is still singing the Giants' praises. And I don't get it. I don't understand. So I'm almost pleading to Giant fans to counter this video and give me some logic here. So they're supposed to have a great offense, okay? Now, there's a double standard being played here. So the Cowboys 2 years ago, 13-3, win the division, and then host the Giants, division rival, on their own home field. Tony Romo basically has two, drops by Creighton there. The one that led to the touchdown. The Giants get a bogus offsides off on DeMarcus Ware. Next play is a touchdown to Toomer. Changes the whole face of the game. Never mind the crappy coaching with Wade Phillips and giving up that TD at the end of the half. Give Manning credit. 2-minute drill. Cool. Really, I still don't think the better team won that game. Maybe it's just being bitter. But anyhow, now fast forward to last season. Now last season, Giants run roughshod through the league. Lose their main receiver. And host the division rival after a bye on their home field. And I'll tell you this, without even looking at Romo's numbers, which I probably should have, but I looked at Manning's numbers, a 40.7 QB rating with 2 picks, no TDs, and a total choke job at home, right? And now this season, it's like that never happened. Nothing happened. Everything's still the same. At least with Dallas last year going into the season, they did the choke job, but they had everybody coming back, 13 Pro Bowlers, and there was no talk of the Cowboys being okay. We're, great offense, everything's going to roll. Obviously, the season didn't turn out the way, that it started. It started out great, but, injuries happen, and, it was pretty much a disaster, after that Arizona game. But now you have all the prognostications, Football Outsiders, which I respect a lot. I think they're great. But I think they're way off base here. If you're thinking that Hickson is going to be the same to an opposing defensive coordinator to worry about than Plaxico Burress, you can throw out the stats. You can throw out this catch rate. You can throw out all this stuff out the window and look at Eli's numbers when Plaxico wasn't there. Look at the drop in his QB rating. Look at the drop in the Giants' points per game. You're trying to tell me losing Derek Ward, 1,000-yard rusher. Bradshaw's great, but he's not the same back. I hear they have some good backs in tow, but you don't know what they're going to do until they get... So there's still that question mark there. You're going in relying on Steve Smith, whose best games last year came with Plaxico in the lineup. He had 2 really good games. Plaxico was in the lineup both times. When Plaxico wasn't in the lineup, didn't do too much, okay? And then you got rookie receivers, okay? Rookie receivers generally don't do, no matter how highly touted they are. You could put Crabtree, if he signed, or Macklin, or Hayward Bay. You could put any of the guys that were picked ahead of Nix on that squad, and it's still a humongous question mark. You're trying to tell me that the guy that bailed out Eli Manning countless times, with these chucking deep balls, with him being gone, that offense isn't going to take a huge hit? I thought that the running game took a little bit of a hit with Plaxico gone, but Jacobs in that line are so dominant, they're really good, that they were able to run the ball. But you still need the passing game to keep defenses honest. Otherwise, you're going to have your Gerald Sensabaughs in the box. You're going to have your Laurent Landry's in the box. You're going to have your Quentin Michaels in the box, for your division rivals. I just don't understand all the love that the Giants are getting at this point after how they faded big time at the end of last year. Very Cowboys-esque. I mean, very, very, very similar to what the Cowboys did a couple of years ago. Yet the Cowboys and Romo especially took all sorts of crap. Yet Manning, you know, is, you know, because he got that lucky David Tyree catch basically, and has a Super Bowl to show for it. And also Moss just missing that TD towards the end there. I mean, you know, just a few plays, and all of a sudden Eli Manning gets all these mulligans for his piss poor playoff performance and the piss poor performance down the stretch of this team. I don't get it. I'm going out right now and saying the Giants are not even gonna be a 10-win team this year. 9-7. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe the defense. What's their identity? You're gonna put Chris Canty at defensive tackle. Good luck. You know how many 6'7" defensive tackles you see? John Henderson, but he's freakishly strong and he's actually a DT. He's not a 3-4 and disguised as a DT. Good luck with that. You know, are you going to be able to get killer pass rush with Tuck and Umanure? Well, if Umanure's health is great, awesome. You know, you're going to have, especially with Flozell Adams, the Cowboys are going to have to do something about that, as well as the Eagles and the Redskins. But I just want a Giant fan. I'm pleading to Giant fans to hit me up. Send me a message because I am looking for a Giants blogger to get in contact with to do a few things before the game, week 2. So I wanted to, any Giant fans out there watching this, hit me up, message me, or even comment on this because I'd like to know where the logic is. I'd like to know what the Giants fans are thinking because I don't think I'm thinking maybe it's a media creation and not necessarily a fan creation of all this Eli love and all this non-worrying about the state of the wide receiver position. I just don't get it. I mean, right now you stack up Roy Williams, Patrick Creighton, Miles Austin, Sam Hurd, and that's a better grouping than Steve Smith, Dominic Hickson, Hakeem Nicks, and Mario Manningham and Ramsey Barden. It's a better grouping as of right now. Now, can that change? Can rookies have shown the last couple of years that they're, the learning curve is slowly lessening, but I'm not buying it until I see it. As things stand, no way. So it's kind of a rant. I don't get it. I'm hoping that maybe there's something I'm not seeing, because I'd like, if somebody wants to enlighten me, go for it. Send a video back, message me, show me something. I look at the raw numbers and it doesn't stack up. The production on the field is what it is. The points per game is what it is. But I'll tell you this, if the Cowboys did what the Giants did, which they did a couple of years back, they would be getting shredded. There'd be doubts and questions and hateration all over the place. But the Giants do it, and they're still the best team in the NFC East. And they're not. They're not the best team in the NFC East. They're not the third best team in the NFC East. Well, they are the third best team. But Washington, I think there's some tricks up their sleeve. I'm a little wary of these guys this year. So that's my rant. I'm going to be previewing, be it on my blog or on YouTube, the preseason game and what to watch for. So look out for that in another day or so. That's all I got for now. Peace.